First off, I want to thank everybody for subscribing and supporting the channel. I really appreciate that. One thing I wanted to talk about today is the JB4 piggyback, or piggybacks in general. A lot of you guys are asking me what these gauges are, you know, in the videos that you see. And basically, it's the JB4 piggyback module. And you can see how the screen blinks red when you get to red line. And that will basically let you know when you got to shift. And what's really cool is you can set that in the menu screen in the settings to go red whenever you want, like 5,900 RPM, 6,000, 6,500, 4,500, whatever you want. It's really cool. Definitely one of... Welcome to N Style Motorsports, everybody. So you want to tune your Veloster N, and there are countless piggyback units out there on the market. So which one should you go with? Well, that's a decision you're gonna have to make on your own. Now, I went with the JB4 piggyback, and what I wanted to show you guys a little bit about this system, this is the JB4. This is where I decided to put it. There's not much space to put it in the Veloster N engine bay. As you can see, it has a wire that runs into the OBD2 port, and this right here is the JB4 Bluetooth adapter that allows you to see all the information in the cockpit of the car via Bluetooth through your phone app. And as you can see, these wires over here connect one into your map sensor, one into your manifold sensor, and it also has a fuel wire that goes directly into your OBD2 canvas or whatever, where it allows you to read AFR, adjust the fuel, and things like that. The JB4 has tremendous versatility, which is one of the things I love about it. Right here, I opted to actually go with Burger Motorsports wiring harness. This way, I don't have to tap into the OEM wiring harness and make Swiss cheese out of the wire. This wiring harness right here offers... Now, of course, the piggyback is no match for a custom tuned, you know, car. Any customized tune is going to be better, in my opinion, than a piggyback. But these piggybacks are no slouches. They are very, very good, especially if you buy the right one, a very quality made one. I'm not talking about an eBay chip that you just plug into your car and your car goes boom. The JB4 is highly advanced. It's able to do a lot of things, and I'll get into that later on in another video, or in this video, and tell you a little bit more about what the JB4 can and can't do. All right, give me a second, I'll be back. All right, welcome back to N Style Motorsports. I wanted to show you a little bit how the Bluetooth module works with your phone. Now, I have an Android device, but it also works on Apple. So simply what you would do is you would click on the JB4 app, and you're gonna see it's scanning right now. Of course, I'm not with the car, so it's going to give you this error message, but it still will show you. You can hold it vertically or you can have it horizontally. I always have it horizontally. So now, for example, you can have 6 gauges. I have the air-fuel mixture, which map I'm running, boost pressure, intake air temperature, RPM, and water temperature. But the great thing is you can change any of these gauges, customize them around, put them anywhere you'd like, and you have up to 6, like I was saying. So to change them, you would simply just hold it down right there, and you have countless things. Your boost, can, you could put a clock there if you want, duty cycle, E85, which would actually tell you the E85 content in your car. You know, if you're running 30%, 50%, and so on. fuel engagement. You can have a G-force meter, what gear you're in, GPS speed, monitor which ignition from 1 through 6. Meth, which is awesome. Burger offers a meth kit, and you can tap directly into the JB4, which will tell you information about your meth. Oil temperature, pedal input. I mean, you name it, you have it. It's an amazing system. Another great feature is you have logs. Now, I have countless logs here that I do, constantly monitor the car. But for example, right here, and sorry, give me a second. All right, right here, you pick a log, and you have the ability to actually email it directly to Terry at Burger Motorsports, and he'll look over the log. And this is what's so great about the JB4 is their customer service is on point. I've emailed him a log, and within 10-15 minutes he emails me back telling me what's going on with that log. You could name the log so you know exactly what's going on, like if you were doing a 100 to 200 pull, or a 1st through 6th gear pull, or you get the point. Of course, you can delete the logs, you can preview it on a CSV file, and you also can look at the log yourself on a graph. And I think this is super cool. For example, it has the RPMs right here on the right side, and it will tell you what increments you're running from 0 to 50. Now, of course, I'm not running 50 pounds of boost, but still, it tells you everything else, all this other information like throttle and ignition and all that. So if you tap on it right here, like so, see, this shows right here that I was running 21 psi with 100% pedal pressure, and my air fuel mixture was 11.7, and that was at 5,200 RPM. If you tap it somewhere else and higher up in the RPM, it shows you right here I was at 6,300 RPM approximately at 18.5 pounds of boost, and that shows you the drop-off point. So it's really cool. You can tap it anywhere here, and it just gives you all the information you want to know or want to see with the JB4. And just another cool perk to what the JB4 is capable of. Another unique feature is you can read and delete fault codes. Now, I believe a lot of the other piggybacks have this feature, but the JB4 just has so much integrated into it. Now, I'm not saying it's better than any of the other ones like, Race Chip or Lap 3 or, AFE and so on, but, in my opinion, the JB4 was the way to go. You also have the settings menu, where if you wanted to update your firmware, you can do that very easily. You just tap right over here, user adjustment, this is your water methanol, and you go firmware, and it says tap to modify. So this shows you the local firmware that you're currently running. Right now I'm currently running version 15. They do have a version 16, but I think that's geared more towards this Stinger. So this is just a little bit of the things that you can do with the JB4 and why I'm so in love with this particular piggyback system. It's just an amazing system. It made the most sense for me to go with it. Lap 3 is also a very, very intuitive system as well, but I hear the customer service isn't nearly as good. They